The NBA season has come down to this. This is it. For all the marbles, Game 7 of the NBA Finals. We're ready for tip-off, and these fans are as well. It's their home team getting set to match up with the Los Angeles Lakers. Hi, everyone. With Jay Williams, I'm Ed Cohen. Jay, you talk about the Nets coming in. They know what's at stake. This is it. One game to decide the NBA Finals.
Well, here we are. This is what you dream about. A Game 7. A one-game series for the NBA championship. This has been one heck of a thrilling ride so far. I'm just so grateful to be here courtside to watch this happen in front of my own eyes. This has really been a dream come true.
Hey, Kyrie Irving, odds are he hits that 9 times out of 10. Wide open three is good. James into the front court, just getting started. Strap in for a good one here in Game 7. Jay, you've known Kyrie Irving since he was a young man growing up in New Jersey. He's overcome a lot of obstacles, chief among them staying healthy and on the floor.
Yeah, Ed, he's been battling injuries since his freshman year of college, but the beautiful thing about Kyrie Irving is that he always loves the big stage. Making the game-winning shot in Game 7, he will continue to do so when he surrounds himself with great, inspiring leaders with the likes of such Kobe Bryant.
Kyrie Irving controlling the offense. And too much contact.
Timing was just a tad bit off.
Harden to Irving. For three. He made his first effort, but not that time. Across midcourt, it's Schroeder. Leads one. To James. Layup goes down. Well done.
2 points. Take them any way you can get them.
Into the front court, it's Irving. Down 3. Can't do that.
Ed, you can't lunge like that.
Shifting gears. Here comes some substitutions. Irving to Harden. Going to launch beyond the arc. That one off the mark. It's no good. To Matthews. To Davis. No good. Irving brings the ball up court, and the defender over pursues, and he's called for it.
He took a chance. That's the right call.
Probing the defense. Harden to Irving. Oh, they called the foul, Jay.
Just a tic-tac foul.
Harden. James Harden missed his first. That one goes. The challenge defending a guy who can be a 1 or a 2.
We're not old men talking about this game. We don't define players by positions anymore. Is he a 1 or is he a 2? No, he's James Harden. He is a scorer and an elite passer.
Irving with the basketball. They trail by 2. To Harden. To Irving. They get it down to Harden and watch him do the rest. Slam dunk.
We call that get your money and put it in the bank.
Caldwell Pope. To James. LeBron James. 2 for 2. That's what you want.
I don't know if the scouting report has made its way out here yet, but if anything, it says you need to not let him get that close to the rim.
Anthony Davis swats it. And they retain the possession. To Matthews. Caldwell Pope. Can't get the bounce. To Durant. The drive, right to the basket. In a flash, scores at the rim.
It just seems like one of three things happen every time James Harden has the ball. Either he scores, he gets fouled, or he kicks it out to someone for a three. Pick your poison.
We have both squads set to make some moves right now. James, defended by Kevin Durant. LeBron James, 3 for 3. That's a perfect start.
This offseason, I heard so many voices, even that of the great Shaquille O'Neal, talking about how LBJ needed to cement his own legacy. Well, for LeBron, it's not about chasing external accolades. It's about hunting your own legacy, and that's to be the greatest of all time.
To Allen Crabbe. The Nets now with 4 to shoot. Durant to Dinwiddie. Lets it fly from long range. Spencer Dinwiddie, no problem. Contested, hits the three.
Well, the defense has been good, but the shot-making ability has been better. And sometimes for NBA players at this level, the more you're in their face, the more it helps them center their focus on the target, which is making the shot. I know it sounds weird, but trust me, it's a real thing, though.
Durant with the basketball up top. 14-13 our score. It's a 1-point game. Dinwiddie guarded by Schroeder. Kevin Durant lets it fly, and that's rebounded by the Lakers. Deep three at the buzzer. 1 quarter down in this deciding Game 7, and we're back after this. You're tuned into the NBA Finals on EA Sports. Good start to this one. After 1 quarter play, on to the second period. Jay, neither team was able to get control to start this one.
Yeah, both teams have came out. They played with great energy, and they've also done an excellent job of establishing their own tempo. They have to make sure they have to push through that and do more of that in the second quarter.
The big fella, Andre Drummond. He's 2 for 2 now.
Some players are just built to absorb the contact. He pretty much dusted that defender off like that was a bug at the park.
To Durant. Trying to cash in. Durant can't get that one to go. Schroeder with the basketball. Leads 3. To Drummond. Knocked loose. Schroeder. Matthews knocks it down and the foul. He's going to the line for a chance at a 4-point play.
Most definitely contact on that forearm during the follow-through. You have to give the offensive player a lot of credit. The concentration you need to make a shot after getting fouled, that's big time.
Wesley Matthews with a chance at a 4-point play for his career 82%. Free throw good. He's able to polish off the 3-point play. Dinwiddie with the basketball. Right now, down 7. Here comes the screen. To Aldridge. Almost unlucky bounce.
And you hate to say this, but this is the reality of the matter. Sometimes it takes guys a little while to warm up into the game. Seems like they finally found their rhythm in the second quarter.
Dinwiddie into the front court. They trail by 7. Goes reverse to lay it in.
Ooh, cool, calm, and collective. The 3 C's. His handles are effortless.
To Drummond. Oh, emphatic slam.
Well, they have such great flow to their offense this evening. The ball isn't sticking to one player individually. It's moving around the perimeter, and it's zipping. They're playing with a special cohesiveness.
Brooklyn with the basketball. Dinwiddie guarded by Schroeder. Durant to Dinwiddie. Here comes the screen. Durant guarded by Morris. To Dinwiddie. Here's a chance from long range. Oh, he couldn't get it to go.
Great contest by the D, but I want to see the coaching staff call the same exact play the next possession. Get that offensive player the ball. Let him prove that it wasn't the D. It was more in his own head.
Now the Lakers are going to call a timeout. They'll catch their breath in what's now a 5-point game. Time to adjust. Both coaches making changes on the floor. Schroeder to Kyle Kuzma. And the reward, a couple of shots at the line.
Great job, Ed, by the shooter to create contact after the jump. That's how you get to the free throw line.
Montrezl Harrell, a couple of free throws on the way. Numbers not in his favor, 61% for his career. Knocks down the first.
Good shot, baby. I see you've been working on your game.
Goes 2 for 2 at the line. Kyrie with the rock.
What's that screen?
Shot clock winding down. Has a chance. Harris's shot won't go.
The most important thing a shooter can do is continue to shoot. The defense is always going to give great effort, but it's more of your psyche that goes into the next shot that will limit you on whether you make the shot or not.
Gasol here against LaMarcus Aldridge. To Matthews from long range. It's good, and he's not done. He's going to the line for a chance at a 4-point play.
It never would have been a foul if you didn't give him space. Your job defensively is to stay attached to him at all times. Force him to put the ball on the ground and drive and make a shot over the trees below.
Wesley Matthews with a chance at a 4-point play. Hasn't missed yet. Whoops, that won't go. The ball in the hands of Kyrie Irving. Kyrie Irving, 2 of 4 now.
It's almost like he had the defender on a string, and he's the puppet master.
Here's Schroeder with it. His team on top by 8. Off the assist.
Look, there was barely any contact on that last play. I agree with the ref's no call. Let him play.
Here's Irving into the front court. He'll run the offense. To Jordan. Oh, defender pulls the chair. To Kyle Kuzma. Count the basket. A lot of contact. No foul.
Hey, look, pretty dudes can mix it up once in a while too, I guess.
Irving into the front court. Final minute, first half. Marc Gasol snatching it out of the air.
Sent a message on that one, Ed.
Matthews to Gasol, down low, and stuffs it home. That has to feel deflating for the other side.
They've really came out and made a statement so far in this first half. Another powerful dunk, but another easy dunk. When are we going to see some defense?
And he's fouled. Very close, Jay. Free throws coming up.
Smart play to rip through the extended arm of the defender. That will get you to the free throw line every time.
Kyrie Irving at the line for 2 shots. A career 87% from the line. Can't connect on the first free throw. Good recovery. Hits the second free throw. Lakers at the controls right now. Schroeder against the former Hoya. Nothing going here on that drive. Schroeder to Matthews. Short jumper misses. And a whistle.
That's just a blatant foul. Maybe he's trying to make a statement.
Kyrie Irving has got 2 shots coming, shooting 50%. Some yes, some no in this contest. First one goes down.
Oh, you've been in the gym, huh?
And fails to hit them both. Hits the first, misses the second. That misses with 2 seconds to go. Nice follow-up on the dunk there. We are at halftime in Game 7. Let's get you to Orlando, where we say hello to Jalen Rose in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Jalen.
Thanks, fellas. Jalen here with your halftime report. The Lakers have built a comfortable lead. It was their playmaking, the way they gave each other scoring opportunities. That really impresses me. I love seeing unselfish basketball like that. These are the guys getting buckets for the Los Angeles Lakers. Have a look at the leading scorers for the Brooklyn Nets.
Game drive. Field goals.
As you can see in the highlights, this team did a terrible job of adjusting to the flow of the game. They're also lacking effort in their execution.
Player of the half.
Montrezl Harrell has the defense figured out, and his shots are falling for him. That's a lethal combination that will be hard to overcome.
Who was cold?
What can you say about a guy like this, except that he fits the title of this segment? He was definitely cold in that first half. Here we go with the top plays from the first half.
Number 2. Number 1.
Back to Ed and Jay to bring you the second half action.
LBJ has it. To Gasol. That's rebounded by the Nets. Kyrie across the timeline. Trailing by 14. Durant and the Lakers able to grab the rebound. Schroeder to James. Oh, he had him there for a second. James against KD. LeBron James. He's now 4 for 6.
This is why I go back into player mode. If the dude starts to try to have 40 points on me, I'm going to foul out. I'm going to start hitting him in places he's not used to being hit. I'm trying to do anything to throw him off his game.
Harden to Irving. Marc Gasol pins it. Calls out of bounds. Last touch by Marc Gasol. Harden. Kyrie Irving for 2. Count the basket.
The one thing we know for certain in this league, it doesn't matter how big the margin is, you can always put together a run and get back in this one.
Los Angeles, they have it. James. To Caldwell Pope. Probing the defense. LeBron matched up with Durant. LeBron James. He's now shooting 5 for 7.
Ooh, shows like this separate the good players from the great ones. The good players, they have good first halves, and then they fade to black in the second. The great players, they just sustain that kind of dynamic energy throughout the entire ballgame.
Schroeder. He'll get it down low to Harrell. To Caldwell Pope. James. Message received. Well defended. Into the front court, it's Irving. 14-point deficit. Big finish at the rim. Jay, let's see if that's a sign for him.
Well, he's been pretty much non-existent the first 3 quarters, but when you have a play like that, that can get the juices going, and that can help you with your offensive rhythm.
Stuffs it down with authority.
You never want to leave anything to chance when you attack the rim. You finish strong every time you headhunt.
Kyrie Irving controlling the offense.
I got ball.
To Durant. Irving. Yes. Or in the case of the defense, not good.
I know he's a volume shooter. I know defensively at times you have to take your lumps. Might be time to adjust the scouting report, though. Start denying him the ball.
That's no good.
And that's next level defense. The defender took away the pocket space of the shooter. Now, as a shooter, they shoot hundreds of shots each and every day from that pocket with consistency. Now you force them to change the angle or the positioning of that pocket, you're going to lower the chances of them making that shot.
Kyrie Irving. With that, he's 5 for 9.
When the ball's in his hands, we all knew what was going to happen.
Now the Lakers going to use a timeout as their coach wants to get a word in with his guys here in this 3rd quarter.
Well, first off, energy and persistence conquer all things. But look at the way they're setting screens. Look at the way they're communicating to each other. They're actually hitting people on those screens, and they're coming off those screens with their hands in a target area, ready to shoot the basketball. When you play the game with that kind of precision and that kind of energy, you see why they're in the lead.
Durant across the timeline. His guys down by 9. Harden to Irving. Driving right to the basket. Count it. No and 1. There was some contact there. Simply put, when the ball's in Kyrie Irving's hands, magic could happen.
It's poetry in motion, and it's a situation in which the ball is attached to his body. He has it on a yo-yo. He can put the ball and dangle the ball out there for other people to think they have a chance, and in their mind they do, but in Kyrie's mind, the game is over.
Durant against Schroeder. To Irving. Great pass to set it up. Kevin Durant. Oh, 3 for 8. He's got to do better.
That's a strong finish. Regardless of contact, finishing strong is key.
Here comes the screen. James here against LaMarcus Aldridge. Nets have it. Irving to Harden. Beyond the arc for 3 with James Harden. Muscle memory. Gets it to go.
I know there are refs on the court all the time, but it doesn't mean they can see every play. Maybe defensively, grab his jersey, step on his toe, do something to kind of change up his pace.
James to Caldwell Pope. To Davis. Down low. With a drop step. LaMarcus Aldridge. Tips it. And he stepped out of bounds. Turns the ball over. Mixing things up. Hockey line substitutions. Both teams making changes. How you practice leads to that. Nice pump fake.
No doubt about where that one was headed.
Irving with the basketball. Shot clock off as they search for something to narrow the deficit. Curling inside. Cleans it up. And a putback slam. Quarters down. The fourth quarter coming up. The Lakers have the lead. Brooklyn basketball here as we start the fourth quarter. We've got a one-possession game going on. This has the look of a race that's going down to the wire.
And it looked that way from the very beginning, but this is where the coaches and the best players on the floor really...
Scary sight. DeAndre Jordan with the putback slam.
That's a DJ we all know and love.
It's James controlling the offense. They go down to Davis, leaving no doubt. Slams it down.
Well, we got a chance to firsthand watch something be created. I think we just watched an epidemic of passing. I've never seen something like this before. It was so contagious, everybody started to do it, and it ultimately led to the other team's demise.
If that's an epidemic, sign me up. Griffin to Durant. Brooklyn with 4 to shoot. Nothing going here on that drive. Kevin Durant, now 4 for 9.
He's a modern-day big that plays like a 6'2 guard. Scary.
James to Schroeder. Great pass, setting up the basket.
Woo, did you see that? Eyes to the rim, and the rest was all net.
Here's Irving into the front court. His group now down 2. Durant to Irving. Whistle.
Welcome to new age basketball. You blow on me, that's a foul.
Some lineup changes now for both clubs. Irving. Down low for Harris. Finishing inside the paint on that one.
Bodies bouncing all around on that layup with the offense winning that battle. But if the defense keeps up that kind of pressure, good things are bound to happen.
Schroeder. DeAndre Jordan. Huge block.
Just incredible timing on that swat.
Knocked loose. Picked up by the Nets.
This game is too tight for you not to convert.
And he'll head to the line.
Love the fact that the shooter created contact on the upward motion to shoot the basketball. Big time play.
Jeff Green, a couple of free throws on the way. For his career, 79% at the line. Off the mark on the first free throw. And he's able to hit the second after missing that first one. Los Angeles has the basketball. James, guarded by Green. Anthony Davis. He's 3 of 5, 60% shooting from the field.
You see, that's well timed right there. Not a minute too soon or a minute too late. They needed that one.
Knocked loose. Lakers have it. And a throwdown.
You know, Ed, the effort is what concerns me the most. Effort is replenishable. If you're tired, raise your hand, check yourself out. Get somebody who actually wants to get back in transition and play some defense. That will help your team win the game, not you just staying in the game to be better on offense.
Irving into the front court. His guys down 3. Can't miss those. Another follow. No good. Across midcourt, it's Schroeder. Looking to make something happen. And scores. Great body control on the step through.
I remember my high school coach said 1 man can't beat 5. Well, I'm telling you right now, he lied. I'm watching it happen in person.
Now the Nets going to take a timeout. That's their first of the final 3 minutes. That leaves them with 1 remaining.
You're going to see the best players make in-game adjustments on the fly. The intellect of some of these superstars is off the charts. Your ability to adapt and move forward as quickly as possible in the most efficient manner will determine whether you win this game or not.
Irving to Harden. And a whistle.
Just a tic-tac foul.
And they call it.
He took a chance. That's the right call.
First one, count it. So he hits the first, misses the second. Nice follow-up on the dunk there. Whoa, he got up there.
Just showing you that 40-inch vertical.
Lakers ball. He's going to the free throw line to shoot.
The game is too tight for you to be taking risks like that. You want to avoid foul trouble at all costs.
First free throw is good. And he makes them both. Kyrie across the timeline. His guys trail now by 4. And a nice finish at the rim.
The defender needs to do a better job of forcing a pickup there.
LBJ with it. Give him 2 points. High percentage.
We're watching a clinic right now. We're watching basketball one-on-one. Whoever this professor is, he needs to get paid top dollar.
Harden into the front court. Down 4. Oh, the whistle. Jay, take your hands off of me.
That's just a blatant foul. Maybe he's trying to make a statement.
Oops, he missed the first one. Good bounce back, hits the second. It's a 1-of-2 trip. Schroeder to Drummond. It's a big finish.
You know, from a point guard perspective, one of the things that I learned when I played in the league was that the more I was willing to give the ball up, the harder other players were willing to run to their spots. The harder the bigs were running to the rim. The harder the three-point shooters were running to the three-point line because they knew they could be active recipients. And when they caught the ball, they knew exactly what to do with it.
Griffin. Had a good look there, but it's no good. To Schroeder. The monster stuff.
It's not every day that you see a 6'9", 265-pound freight train coming down the lane. You probably want to step out of the way.
Harden to Griffin. Harden. They have to keep him in their grasp.
Ooh, that confidence level is so superior. Whenever you start jogging back on defense before the ball even goes through the net, that speaks for itself.
Anthony Davis. He's now 4 for 6.
It can only be one of two things here. One, the defender ran out of gas. Or two, this dude is just unstoppable.
To Irving. You've got to get that one to go. Too much contact. And free throws coming.
I've seen it happen so many times. Small things like that foul can end up becoming a momentum changer. Let's see how this one plays out.
Nope. First one does not go. Second one's good. Splits the pair. Schroeder with the basketball. Leads 5. And now an intentional foul. So they'll send him to the line. 2 free throws here means it's a 3-possession game.
This is a close game, and possessions are at a premium. That's a good move to stop the clock.
And hits the first free throw. Can't connect on the second, and he splits the pair. Layup's good. Those are the types of shots you always strive for.
Look at that, calm under pressure. You see a lot of guys rush those. Nice extra move, though.
Here comes the intentional foul. They'll get it with 12 seconds left.
In the 80s, that might have been a personal, but regardless, it had the same impact. You just injected a little life into your squad, just when they needed it.
And he connects on the first free throw. Two for 2 on that trip. Griffin. That's off the side of the rim, no good. Anthony Davis knocked it away.
Oh! Some fans should take that ball home as a gift.
That's a souvenir.
You know, sometimes basketball can become a very beautiful thing to watch. During the regular season, things can get difficult. Energy can be low. The passion at times can even be lower because players are tired, they're fatigued. But today, it's all been good. They're putting in an absolute show with killer efficiency and tremendous effort and intensity.
Jalen Rose here, and I've got your EA Sports post-game wrap-up. The Lakers have earned the ultimate prize, an NBA championship. They faced adversity this season, but they didn't let it prevent them from achieving their dream. This was a series that will be hard to forget. Here are the guys who put up the most points for the Los Angeles Lakers. When you have a look at these highlights, you can see how this team wasn't able to get it together. It was definitely a frustrating loss. Check out the leading scores for the Brooklyn Nets.
Game track. Three-point shooting.
Each of these teams were solid with their long-range shooting. So by extension, they were pretty poor with their perimeter defense. Closing out on shooters must always happen, whether you're tired or not.
Player of the game.
The chosen one could not have been more impressive in this game. The way he scored the basketball looked like he was playing with kids in high school. Here we go with the top plays.
Number 2. Number 1.
That's another postseason in the books, and I'm already